Hey, let me speak on this. I should have done this video a long time ago, and I just forgot. Um, my dad, we're not really speaking right now. He he kind of came across when this coronavirus thing first took off. It's only killing old white people. I said it then that even if that was the case, that would still be a bad thing because a lot of white folks own businesses. A lot of white folks make things happen in this world. If 10 million white folks died tomorrow, that wouldn't be good. I don't just, that's not how I think, that's not what I want, white folks to die. No. But my dad believed that, and we had a little conversation. I sent him Charlotte Observer, where I live. They did a news story that was talking about how the majority of people dying here of COVID-19 are African American. My dad's like, no, in Broward County, Miami, I don't live in Broward County, Miami. I live in Charlotte. And, he's like, well, you're calling him a liar. This is nonsense. He's not Will. For one thing, I think my dad, he lives in a conspiracy theory world like my aunt does. They want that to happen. They want this to be a curse on white people. I think the white folks that are dying, a lot of them don't take this stuff seriously either. I go to the store, nobody's wearing masks, nobody's wearing gloves, nobody's, practicing safe distancing, none of that. We don't care. I think that black people are and have been for a long time the canary in the coal mine, as well as the fact that we don't have no money. So that means that if we get sick or we think we're sick, we're going to still go to work and we're going to spread it. We're going to get worse, instead of going to a doctor or a nurse and risk losing our jobs. And that's not putting it on black people. I'm just making it as a point. We don't have the opportunities to take off 3-4 weeks, a month off. You know what I mean? In our work, we can't do that. There's that. Black folks, our culture is kind of like tough it out, don't be weak, don't be soft, especially for black men. That's the culture. What else? I just think that my dad wants to believe that this is a white disease. I don't think so. I think that the comorbidities were really hitting white people. Well, comorbidities speak about people already having a disease that makes it more likely to kill them. Diabetes, high blood pressure. I guess gout could be one. Those are comorbidities. You have those already. Disease just makes it worse. You understand? Something like stay on subject. My aunt believes this is just the inside job. The New World Order is doing it. I'm like, you don't get it. Even if it is, we're beyond that point now. Like, we've got to do what we can to protect us. Oh, I don't think it's that bad. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, what? And then she sent me some video about empty hospitals. I knew right then what she was doing. What my aunt was basically saying is that because there's empty hospitals near her or wherever that was taking it, then that means that the coronavirus is fake. And everybody in New York is lying. All these doctors are lying. All these nurses are lying. Like, what? You have empty hospitals where you live at. That's great. Even Trump zoos talked about empty hospitals. That's great. Good. Awesome. That is great. But don't you dare say that because you live out in some rural county and there's an empty hospital, that means there's no coronavirus. I mean, I shouldn't have to have this discussion. It's just stupidity. Look, my dad and my aunt and other people in my family, it's like this. These are people who didn't prepare. And these are the kind of people, they didn't make fun of me, but some folk did make fun of me for my preps. I think that they look for any reason to not prep. They look for any reason to not take this seriously. That's what I was talking about when I spoke about Donald Trump and his downplaying of it. For me, I knew as a black man, you got a lot of black folks who don't follow news, who don't follow politics, and I don't blame them. I don't blame them. What benefit has that been for black people? I don't blame them. You're dealing with a system that breaks every rule. I don't blame them for that. I'm not mad at you, black man. I'm not. My war is not with you. But you're taking people who already don't pay attention to politics and don't follow politics and aren't aware of this stuff. They already don't care, right? So when there's an emergency, you're giving them another reason to not care. You see, it's kind of like when I drove truck on the road. I used to work out, and I still gained weight. I still gained a little bit of weight. It's to be a trucker and to be healthy, you really gotta want to. You gotta want to be healthy. You gotta want to work out. You gotta have some knowledge coming in of healthy eating and things like that. If you don't, you're gonna gain weight. The sedentary lifestyle, and then even if you do walk, you're gonna get in some areas where you can't walk because it might be raining or it's mud everywhere. That happens. Sitting out in the middle of nowhere for a weekend, truck stop food. You have to come into it with that attitude. The same thing with this coronavirus. If you came into this crisis with the knowledge and the information that the capitalistic system is failing, you might come out of this unscathed. But if you're a sheeple and you're laughing at people because they have hand sanitizer, or you're laughing at them because they wash their hands all the time, you're in danger. And with my family, they're still thinking of it pre-crisis. They don't realize, this may be with us for a very long time. It's a game to them. Yes, a game. It's a game to them. It's not real. It's not real. I keep talking about, will it mutate? Will it be a second and third wave? I just realized I'm not, my family's my family. I love my family. We're never going to be on the same page. And the fact that my dad still believes it's only killing off white people, I just realized that my he's like the Trump supporters. He's just like them. They want to believe. Just like the Trump supporters, they want the wall. They want to make America white again and all that stuff. And Trump, no matter what he does, he represents that, going back, taking things back. My dad wants coronavirus to kill off white people. He wants it to happen. It's like a spiritual thing, I guess. Whereas for me, I'm just trying to learn new things about coronavirus and what I can do to protect myself. You know what I mean? You see where I'm going with this? He's trying to push some kind of a political narrative about white people and all this stuff. And I'm like, no, that's not going to help. Even if 100,000 white folks died, how does it help me? That doesn't. It doesn't help me. How does that help anybody I know if a bunch of white folks die? How does that do anything other than cause a panic, a run on the banks? People are going to stop buying stuff, so the economy is really going to fucking tank. They're going to start quarantining in. They're going to start leaving the cities. I just realized my dad, I guess whatever was done to him by white people, he's so full of hate and so full of rage for the Caucasians, but it's in a different way. He's so full of hate for them that he really wished them to die. It's like a scorched earth mentality, and that's why we're not talking. That to me, that's nuts, man. That's certifiable shit right there. I don't want anybody to die. I get frustrated when people don't walk out here with masks, or they don't use social distance. I get mad about that. I get mad at not washing their hands. I get mad about that. Yeah. These folks having church service in the middle of a pandemic. I get mad about that. And calling for jamborees and all that. I get mad about that. Yeah. But I just that's crazy. Because if my dad gets sick or we get sick, it might be a white doctor, a white nurse that's taking care of you. You see where I'm going with this? I think that's a very dangerous mindset. And as I said, my dad's no better than the Trump supporters. I realize he's no better than the Trump supporters. What do I mean? Trump supporters, like I said, they want this stuff to happen. They wanted Trump to be successful because they wanted capitalism to be successful. And they wanted the big man, big white man, big talking, big stepping rich white man is going to fix everything. They wanted that. It's the cult of personality around Trump that they love more than his politics. So he can lie and cheat them on everything, and they'll still love him. They'll still love him. Doesn't matter. Same thing with my dad wanting white folks to die. You see? Neither one of them is based off of any science or evidence or facts or empirical evidence. It's just based off of emotion. Emotion and feelings. That's it. Not based upon science. That's the South. I just laid out for you the mentality of many people in the South. You know, on one side, people want this hyper-capitalistic system, and where like jobs are religion. That's how it is in South Carolina. That's how it is with people I work with. The jobs are religion. This guy actually told me they got a FedEx trailer they load up. You got to take it over to FedEx every night. And he was like, he wanted me to take out the door and put it empty in there right then because the folks there would have nothing to do. Whereas I would rather just pull a load out there, go over to FedEx, get another empty, and come back. You know what I mean? I try to have as many empties over there as I can. Just for them, their job is a religion. I realize that now. You can't really talk to people like that. That to them, capitalism is a religion. It is. It really is. So, and it's the same thing with that black nationalist stuff. I'm not a black nationalist. I'm not. You got plenty of blacks that don't like black people and have done things that hurt black people. I have no reason to believe, you know, and I'm also not fighting for stupidity, black stupidity. You know, I'm leaving it at that.